So if you don't know what Amazon FBA is yet, it's going to Alibaba and buying an item for really cheap, sending it to Amazon's warehouse and having Amazon sell it for you for much more money than you paid for it, and doing that in bulk. So going and buying 1,000 of those items, sending 1,000 of those into Amazon, and having Amazon sell 1,000 of those and making a lot of money doing it. Now, one of the hardest steps in that process is actually finding the perfect product to sell. It's where most people get stuck. I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today because I stumbled across on this website called Fiverr, which is where you can pay people $5 to do basically anything you want, from graphic design, making you a logo, to writing you a song. But what I was doing is I was over here on Fiverr and I actually typed in Amazon FBA, and I saw if you come and you limit the search to $5, people are out here who are saying that they are going to do Amazon FBA research for you to find you the perfect product to sell. So what I did is I bought this guy's right here for $5 straight. This guy's name is Abdullah, and he said that he can give me the best private label products for Amazon FBA for just $5, and he's going to deliver them in one day. Now, there's other services you can buy here, but I just went for the really basic gig, and within a day, he had delivered me exactly what he promised. And this is it. This is what he has sent me. This has cost me $5, and I want to go through the results with you together. So the first thing he sent me was a decal remover, and you can see he's got a top seller product link. So the top seller decal remover on Amazon. He's got the estimated cost was $4.90. He estimates you can sell it for about $16.50. Estimates $6 profit per sale. And he estimates the monthly revenue is about $13,000. And of course, very nicely, here's a link to where you can actually buy it from. So I'm going to crack open this one. And you can see here, it's a wheel that you actually put on the front of a drill. We go down to our tool down here, which is called Keepa, Keepa. And this shows you the best seller history over time. So if this is selling really well right now, we want to make sure it's been selling really well for a long period of time, so we can rely on it if we're going to invest in this product to continue to sell well. And I was actually really surprised with this product, seeing how I paid $5 for it. It's actually doing really well. The bestseller rank looks really good down there. You can see it's got a lot of people actually trying to sell this thing. If I jungle scout it, it does say basically what he said, about $11,000 to $13,000 a month, and it's got a $16.99 selling point. So what we have to do, and what this guy sort of failed to do, even though he delivered what could potentially be a really good product, you've got to look at the item as a niche and not as one single item. So in his Excel sheet, he's got, look at this item, look how well this item's doing. It's doing a lot of revenue, but you have to look into the competition, and you have to look into the total demand of the actual product and not just one item. So we can pop open Jungle Scout here. And this will give us the backend data, the sales data, everything we need to know to make a decision whether this is a good niche or not, all on one page. And like we always do, we sort by revenue, because then we can see the market depth. And I'm pretty sure this one is just a bug spray, so we're going to get rid of that. But you can see there's about 7 products selling over $10,000 of revenue a month, getting decent daily sales. And it's pretty good, it's decent market depth. The reviews are a little high, but nothing too bad. There's a couple people squeezing in here. This guy's only got 126 reviews. That's actually the one he sent me. That's doing $11,000 a month. The last thing we need to do is figure out how much that'll cost us to source. So we jump over to Alibaba and we say decal remover. And I haven't actually seen what price this is going to be. Decal remover. What do they call it? Wheel? There we go. So about $3, $2 a piece here. $3.80, $3, $2.20 for the one without the spikes. So it looks like it's going to be about $3.50. Let's have a look at what he said it was going to be. So he's already added shipping onto that for about $4.90, which seems about right. If you add shipping onto $3.30 and $1.60 for shipping, estimated sales price, which is what that guy's selling it for, and he estimates you do $6.23 profit, which I don't actually think this is a bad niche to get into. I think you can do really well. The one thing that would be hard to do here is how to separate yourself from the competition. And if you have a look at this guy here, the Wizzy Wheel, you can see he's added a little, it's not an ebook, maybe that's just a container, which I guess other people have done. But if you added like a little ebook, you can see this guy's doing a 2-pack. There's people trying to separate themselves from the competition, which is the only thing that I think would be hard to do in this niche. Otherwise, and actually the other downside is I bet you that this guy is sending this ebook, this Excel sheet to everybody who buys that gig. So there's going to be a lot of people flooding into this market, which I would try to avoid. But otherwise, I was actually surprised for $5 that he could find something like that, which I guess I'm not surprised when I think that he just sends that to everybody. Now, the second product is the Ottoman Tray. Now, my mouse is being a little bit weird. So we can pull into a new Chrome, nice and clean, and have a look at this Ottoman Tray. So you can sell it for $29.99, which seems quite expensive. He says you can land it in Amazon for $7.80, which would be a $12 profit, which is an estimated $18,000 of revenue, which would be about a $4,000 to $5,000 profit per month. And this has got only 62 reviews. So let's go have a look at this one, because on the surface, it looks better than his first recommendation. You can see this guy's got some nice photos in here, so he'd be converting very well. 14 inches by 18 inches, so it is rather big. It's going to be an oversized item. You can see he does actually different sizes here, which is good. A nice bundle. We want to first come down to Keeper and make sure that he's been selling consistently well for a long period of time, which it looks like he has been. And we're going to come over here to our revenue. Remember, sort by revenue and see. Well, actually, we won't sort by revenue on this page, but we can see he is doing $14,000 a month of revenue. We want to come over to the niche, and we want to analyze the niche as a whole before we make a decision on if this is a good product to sell, because we're not selling a product, we're selling a keyword, and we want to make sure we have high demand in that keyword and low competition in that keyword. So we're going to sort that by revenue, which is 33, 28, 28, 25. So there is actually good market depth here, especially for someone like this with only 2 reviews. They got a 5-star rating. You can see Amazon is in on this market as well. But it looks like a pretty good niche, especially for the amount of reviews. The only problem with this is it's going to be a large oversized item, which the other problem is that everybody is being recommended this by this guy who's going and selling these ideas, which do on the surface look like good ideas. But I think the fact that this is an oversized item might be really hard for a beginner item, because I don't recommend you start with oversized. I recommend you start with something that's easy to source, meaning cheap to buy, much less than $7, because then you can spend a little bit more on your marketing. So overall, I was very surprised about the quality of these recommendations. I would say neither of them are perfect, but both of them are very good. And I came to realize I'm not surprised, because he sends this to everybody, and these are about to be flooded. So I don't recommend you take on any of these items, but I do recommend that you look for similar items in new niches that match these results. Now, the other thing is I actually bought on Fiverr a gig that said that a guy would build me a 6-figure business for just $25. He's going to build me a 6-figure Amazon FBA business for $25. So I'm going to update you with how that one goes. That one is exciting me, because if I can buy a 6-figure business for $25, I'm going to be pretty excited. And I recommend that you guys also follow suit, and we can all have 6-figure Amazon FBA businesses for $25. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and we'll jump into that video as soon as it's posted.